Video 81 out of 100. We are 19 videos away from completing this 100 videos in 100-day challenge. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I really, enjoy making videos now. I was totally scared and shy, like in the first video, first two or three, they were completely terrible. But I feel like I've come a long way. I still have a lot more to go, but I think, we're in a good place. I wanted to create this habit of making videos, and I think we accomplished that. So yeah, super happy. Anyway, these videos are based on my daily LinkedIn posts. And yeah, today is kind of a light family thing. So the other day I was cleaning out my emergency bags, and I found a little emergency radio. It has a solar charge and a crank thing. So I took it out of the bag and I just put it on the side. And then my daughter picked it up, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" Right? And I'm like, "Oh, it's a radio." And she took out the antenna, she extended it, and then I taught her how to tune it. And we adjusted the volume so it doesn't get too loud. And then I found a channel, and then because it went from static to music, and my kids were like, "Oh my god, what is this?" Right? Which is funny because we have Bluetooth speakers, we have Wi-Fi, we have all this other stuff, but this totally analog, old school radio, AM FM radio, suddenly became the coolest thing in my house. So then her and my son were kind of fighting over this, and trying to find new channels, trying to find different songs. And my son started holding it to his ear, it was really cool. It was it's still ongoing. It's still downstairs, and we have to just recharge it every couple days. But we've had radio basically nonstop in our house the last couple of weeks, and for me it's cool. It's nostalgic, right? I like not having to choose sometimes. I'm a DJ, so I'm used to always choosing the music, and it's nice to have a little bit of complete, loss of control, and just let the radio DJ drive the bus. I would say Japanese radio is something I've never listened to until literally 2 weeks ago, and it's interesting to me to hear how they put together the programs, and a lot of it is classic music, old rock songs, old pop songs, I actually haven't heard hip hop yet, but pop and rock, and of course international and Japanese, and a little bit of electronic music too that comes up. So the coolest part for me is that it's I know these songs, but my kids don't really know them, and I don't play them in the house, I guess. But it's really cool to see that my kids are discovering, Oasis, Kiss, Parliament, and Kraftwerk the other day. It's really cool that they can experience the music the same way I discovered, right? Because I listened to radio growing up as a kid, because in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, that's how you got music. There was no streaming, right? I heard Oasis, Kiss, Parliament, Kraftwerk from the radio first, right? And it's really cool to see that 40 years later, my kids are discovering it in the same way, through radio DJs on an old school AM FM radio. It's totally ancient technology now, but it's still going. It still exists, and I support whoever is on the radio DJ path. That's a definite love, passion job, I think. But if you're on the radio and you're doing this, thank you. It's so cool to kind of go through this rediscovery process with my kids. And it's also super nostalgic, because I don't think they're playing any new music really. So it feels like, it actually is like a live time capsule that I'm able to listen to the songs that I grew up with still in this day now. But yeah, also have my kids go on this journey with me now. So super cool. Yeah, if you have young kids, consider AM/FM radio for them. It's a cool little experience you can share together. All right. Anyway, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This is Inbound Alex, and I help Japanese brands with their inbound sales. And then when they're ready, I help them get out of Japan and expand overseas. If this is your brand, please give me a call and we can get started. Okay? Thank you. See you next video.